Joining me now is Jill Stuckey, the Carter's longtime friend and neighbor, and one of the few people outside their family who regularly saw the couple. Jill is also superintendent of the Jimmy Carter National Historical Park in Georgia. Jill, first, my deepest condolences for the loss of your good friend. Talk to us about Rosalynn Carter, the woman you knew. Share with us the importance of her role with the former president, from what you saw.
She was an amazing partner for President Carter, and she was truly a partner. She was the love of his life, and he was the love of her life over a 77-and-a-half-year marriage. They still held hands, still passionately kissed each other when they woke up in the morning. She was just, I think, one of the greatest first ladies that has ever lived.
And she was such an important partner to him in the White House and ever since, actually throughout their marriage in the State House when she was First Lady and he was the governor.
Oh, yes, she was an advisor to him. She was really a vital part of the presidency when the Carter administration was in office. She traveled to Central America and South America and did some crucial work. She did crucial work with mental health and caregiving. She was a tireless worker. She co-founded the Carter Center with President Carter in the early 80s. She never stopped. Even in 2020, she started the Carter Plains Foundation here in Plains because they were going to spend more time in Plains, so she wanted to keep working while she was here. Her work with monarch butterflies, with the Rosalynn Carter Butterfly Trail. I mean, I could go on and on and on. She was just an amazing person and will be sorely missed.
I want to ask you about her commitment to mental health, because she really helped to eliminate the stigma of mental health care. And it wasn't talked about, certainly not in politics, but she did that as the governor's wife, and she did that in the White House. It was considered something that you kept in the closet. What motivated her?
So she was campaigning for Governor Carter, and somebody came up to her and said, hey, I think your cause needs to be mental health. And she started looking into it, and she was very drawn to it and very touched by the people that she talked to about the issue. And when Rosalynn Carter gets her mindset on something, she's not going to let go. She's tenacious. And she made it her life's work. Of course, she had about 20 things that were her life's work. But I think if you were to interview her today, that would be the one that she was most passionate about, other than her family.
What were they like at home as a couple, especially after his illness? He had several cancers.
Yeah, it's been tough the last few years. And then COVID made everybody stay inside for a while. But they were still working. They were on the phone. They were, they ate right every single day. They exercised every single day. And they did that because they wanted to live as long as they possibly could to help as many people as they possibly could. But, what were they like? You'd walk into their house and, first thing she'd offer you cookies. Or, it was just walking into a neighbor or friend's house. They were very down to earth. They were very caring. And, when Rosalynn Carter was in the room, she instilled hope. She was such a hard worker. And you knew when she was on the cause, she was going to get things done.
Well, Jill Stuckey, thank you so much for your reminiscences. I was wondering about your last visit with her.
So, last week, her favorite meal was calf liver. So my friend and I took her some calf liver up Monday. And so she enjoyed her favorite meal last Monday. So that was glad we were able to do that.
Jill, again, our condolences to you, to the family. I know you're close to all of them, and of course to the former president. I imagine this is going to be very, very difficult without her.
Yes, it's going to be very, very difficult for President Carter, for all of us here in Plains.